People sometimes want to have this cute, oh, do it for yourself motivation, but they don't understand, bro. When life hits you like a fucking truck on the freeway, when you get hit with life with an Alex Pereira left hook and you feel intense pain in your heart, that's when you really want to fucking change. You don't think to yourself, oh yeah, when you're in this middle ground, bro, of my life's okay, when you kind of have like a 5 out of 10 life, you're not gonna think, oh, I'm gonna fucking change and be the greatest version of myself to ever exist. That's not when you think that shit, bro. You think that shit when life hits you like a fucking truck, when you get hit with something like a heartbreak, where the girl you loved is seeing other guys getting pounded by another fucking guy when you sit there thinking about her. That's the type of shit that will make you fucking change. When you get publicly disrespected in a group of people, in a friend group, in a hangout, for your body, feeling so unconfident and ashamed of yourself after, when they almost glance over you and almost act like you're invisible. But when you get insulted and you get disrespected by life so hard, something in you needs to change. You have this different level of hunger that I don't think a lot of other people have. When people haven't had this pain, I already know, because when I describe it to them, it sounds something like this. They have this deep anxiety, this deep hurt inside of them that says, this shit is not okay. I had a fucking enough. And the thing is though, when you get smacked with life that hard, there's only two ways. You go on a major downward spiral and you get into drugs, drink your way off and escape from life, or you could fucking say, fuck my pain and face life head on and become the greatest version of yourself to ever exist, to start holding yourself to a higher standard, to keep all your commitments to yourself. Because when you're in this wishy-washy middle state, you don't go all in. When you fucking came from extreme pain, that's the type of shit that goes, okay, I don't care how fucking long it takes me. It could take me 5 fucking years. I will wait 5 years to get jacked. I don't care. I never want to feel how I felt again in that situation. And I understand this deeply because me and my friend Dom were just talking about this shit. About he came from playing League of Legends all day and I came from playing Fortnite 8 hours a day. And we were talking about how the pain of looking at ourselves in the mirror, and especially me, because I just remember when I'd look at myself with my fucking esports side part and my frail physique where I was just skinny but I wasn't shredded. I wasn't even 120 pounds. People wouldn't even acknowledge me in conversations. I would get publicly disrespected and pushed around. And I just remember a deep feeling of fucking hatred for myself. I actually was never the guy who was super confident with girls at first because I was never confident with myself. Because when you hate yourself, how can you love someone else? So anytime I tried anything with girls before I was jacked, it went horribly because I came from this simp standpoint because I had no respect for myself and it only left me more pain, more heartbroken. But I do remember looking in the mirror vividly one day and looking at my side part, looking at my whack blue t-shirt and thinking to myself, fuck me, bro. Like, I'm done with this shit, bro. I'm tired of getting fucking made fun of. I'm tired of getting slapped in the face by life. I'm done with this shit, bro. I'm fucking changing. And I remember my brother just gave me a golden opportunity. I didn't even know what to do at first. I was doing push-ups in my room, pull-ups. I was doing what I could. I was running fucking laps around my block, right? That's what got me to lose body fat initially because I started skinny fat. Then I lost the body fat. I didn't even know what I was doing either at the time. I was just training with the pain, bro. Because when you have this pain, you have to do something, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't get disrespected by life that bad without doing something. But my brother asked me, hey bro, like, you wanna try out the gym with me? I'll teach you how to lift, we'll play basketball. I was so fucking nervous actually. I was shaking nervous. But I was like, you know what? This was the first time I ever got out of my comfort zone because I was so done, bro. I was like, you know what? Fuck yeah, let's go, let's do it. And I walked in the gym, I had so much anxiety, I was laughing while playing basketball. You know when you anxious laugh because you're so nervous? I couldn't stop fucking laughing. And eventually we went downstairs and I got my first ever pump hitting bicep curls. And I was like, holy shit, bro, my arm could get bigger? I can improve myself directly from going to the gym? So I took all that fucking pain out into the fucking gym. And when I took that pain into the gym, I eventually fell in love with the process of the gym. But it initially started from the fucking pain. Because people don't understand when you come from that unconfident point where you fucking hate yourself and these kids around you seem to naturally have it. You go through the world with a little bit of a chip on your shoulder because you want to fucking grind. Because you know that shit's unfair and you take that shit out on the fucking weights. You bully the weights, you go hard as fuck and you never stop. That's why there was no question, oh, let's miss this day in the gym. I became obsessed with improving myself through fitness. And think about that. I could have used that obsession to go down a very dark road. I could have been obsessed with escaping more and more. But it gets to a point, bro, where you have to come to the point of no return. When your pain is all the way down here, when it's not in the middle, but you get to that point where you're like, fuck this shit, bro, let's go. That's when you make explosive progress. And even on a heartbreak, bro. When I was done with my last ex, my first real girlfriend, I just remember I was so heartbroken. I tried to stay for so fucking long, bro, and it just didn't work out. I was like, fuck that, bro. That led to me hitting the morning push-ups and winning my fucking bodybuilding show. Not because of the heartbreak itself, but the momentum that started it. You know what I mean? Because I needed that saltiness to start, and then I fell in love with my process. Fell in love with holding myself to a higher standard. But that pain kicking you off, these people trying to tell you that, do it for yourself, dude. Bro, fuck that shit, bro. Sometimes you need to do it in spite. Sometimes you need to get fucking salty and go to the trenches and go all in because you're doing it for yourself, but having that extra motivation gives you this extra drive and hunger. Because when you think of, oh yeah, bro, that shit happened to me. Oh yeah, my girl, she was bragging about her links to all these other guys. She was getting fucked doggy style by some fucking jack guy while I'm here like an idiot looking weak as fuck. And it's kind of funny because especially during a heartbreak, when you were so in love, when you actually fall in love with something else, when you for the first time ever fall in love with yourself and your personal development, you will never have a heartbreak on the same magnitude again because you understand that you don't need to get your validation from any female. It'll come from the work itself. It'll come from keeping the commitments to yourself and holding yourself to that higher standard. Being the fucking person that you want to be. Everyone always tries to shy your dreams away. Bro, don't let these fucking people take your dreams away, bro. To be that fucking superhero you always wanted to be in your life. My thing is, when you look back on it, bro, and you have fucking kids, do you want your kids to look at you, look at your past and be like, oh, my dad was skinny fat his whole life. My dad was skinny and weak his whole life. My dad never did anything. He was a bitch. Or do you want to be like, holy shit, bro, that's the guy I want to be like. I want to be like him. Being a real role model, not just for your future kids, for the people around you. Because when you actually lock in, you become a role model for everyone around you. Your parents, your family, your close friends. Because you can actually never tell people to start. The best motivation is inspiration. Because everyone has it in them. Everyone knows what the fuck to do. But when they get inspired, that's what fucking matters. Because it becomes bigger than you, bro. And it all starts from this salty pain. And these same people be like, oh, well, don't do it for other people. Do it for only yourself. When in reality, some of us have real fucking life issues, bro. Have problems that happen to us. We don't live this wishy-washy good life sometimes. Sometimes life gets in your fucking way. But guess what happens, bro? You stay consistent anyways and still push fucking through, bro. Because you get unlimited energy from the pain. Why not fucking use it, bro? Why suppress it away and try to, oh, I do it for myself? Fuck that, bro. Get salty as fuck, get under the bar, and get the fuck after it, bro. Because that's what makes the progress. But yeah, guys, I wanted to give that rant on pain because pain is definitely one of the biggest reasons I got in shape myself. But 1,000 fucking subscribers, bro. That is passing my old Fortnite channel, which I made 250 videos on in literally 45 videos. So thank you guys so much for subbing. We're gonna keep this shit coming, bro. I'm telling you, silver plaque in 2 years. I'm gonna have my fucking dream whip. We're gonna fucking be rolling, bro. I'm gonna be inspiring as many people as possible, and I will never switch up on you guys. I promise you that. And I love every single one of you guys. You guys can always comment. You guys know I'll reply, and it really makes my day when I see you guys getting changed by my videos. And of course, guys, if you need one-to-one help, links in the description. I'll see you guys in the next one. Sacrifice today's comfort for tomorrow's growth. Peace!